Assalamu alaikum, parents and students. Welcome to another week of distance learning. Please make sure when you log into your MS Teams that you click on the right channel. And since today our subject is math, we'll go ahead and choose math. Then we will go to files and select week 8 files. When you enter this folder, you will find the attached online learning lesson plan, as well as the PowerPoint, the worksheet, and the answer key for self-assessment. Parents, please make sure you check the lesson plan because in it you will find the lesson overview, the success criteria, learning steps and assignments, as well as the links to the resources. Alright, so let's begin with our presentation for today. Today we're starting a new topic, which is perimeter. Our learning intention is that at the end of this lesson, you will be able to estimate and measure the perimeter of polygons, which means shapes, using inches and centimeter rulers. Okay? So our success criteria is the following. I can define the perimeter. I can find the perimeter in a 2D shape using inches or centimeters. And I can find the perimeter in word problems. So you'll be able to do all this at the end of the lesson. So let's review the names of 2D shapes first. When we have a 3-sided shape, it is a triangle. 4 sides is a quadrilateral. 5 sides is a pentagon. 6 sides is a hexagon. 7 sides is a heptagon. 8 sides is an octagon. 9 sides is a nonagon. And 10 sides is a decagon. Let's try to say these together. Triangle, quadrilateral, pentagon, hexagon, heptagon, octagon, nonagon, and decagon. All right, well done. So what is a perimeter? Perimeter is the distance around an object. So these sides are the length, and this over here is the breadth or the height. Perimeter is the distance around an object. It's the measurements all around our object. So how do we find perimeter? Well, there are 2 steps to finding perimeter, and there are very basic, easy steps. Number 1 is to measure the length of each side. So you need to make sure you measure every side. And then the next step is you add all the sides together. So when we look over here, this side measures out to be 12 units. This side measures out to be 12 units, and the last side measures out to be 10 units. So our perimeter, or P, perimeter, is 12 units for this side, plus 12 units for the other side, plus the 10 units for our last side, and all together, when I add them up, our perimeter equals 34 units. Okay, so perimeter is my measurement of the distance around my object, and that's the distance, the total distance around my object. I took all the sides, I measured the length of each side, then I added all the sides together. So let's think to ourselves and find the perimeter for this shape. Remember, perimeter means the distance around the object. So we need to think first, how long is each side? Well, I know that this side is 7 centimeters, and I know this side is 2 centimeters, right? So that means our remaining 2 sides will be the same. So just like how over here the height was 2 centimeters, the height on the opposite side is 2 centimeters, and just like how my length over here was 7 centimeters, the length on the top is also 7 centimeters. Now I have to add them up. So I found the measurements for the perimeter. Now I need to add it all up. All right, so I added 2 plus 7 plus 2 plus 7, and all together it equals 18 centimeters. All right, we can also use dot paper to draw shapes. You can find the perimeter of a rectangle on a geoboard or on dot paper by counting the number of units on each side. So first what we're going to do is we're going to make a rectangle on the geoboard that is 2 units on 2 sides and 3 units on the other 2 sides. So let's start by drawing the height of the rectangle by drawing 2 lines. And just like over here how this is showing you this is 1 unit, when I want you to show me 2 units, we'll have to draw another line. Okay? So it's telling me one side is 2 units. Okay, so we're going to have 2 units over here, 2 units over here, and then our other 2 sides will be 3 and 3. Let's draw that. All right, so this is my first side, 2 units. And now I have to draw the bottom side, or the length, which is 3 units. So we're going to draw 3 lines to model the length of the rectangle. Here's line number 1. That's 1 unit. Here's another unit. That's 2. And here's my third unit. That's 3 units down here. 1, 2, 3. And 2 units over here. Now all I have to do is the same thing for my other sides. So my height over here will be the same as my first drawing, and my length over here will be the same as my second drawing. Alright, so I'll go ahead and put those in. And as you can see, my length is 3 units and my height is 2 units each. Okay, so remember, opposite sides on a rectangle are the same length. So this side over here is the same length as this side over here, and this side is the same length as this side. Okay, now all I have to do is write the lengths next to each side on my rectangle, and I did already. Here's 2 units, 2 units, 3 units, 3 units, and then I need to add the number of units on each side. So let's add it all up. 3 plus 2 makes 5. Plus 3 makes 8, plus 2 makes 10. So my total perimeter is 10 units. All right, at the end of this lesson, you should be able to head on to the online games. You can click on them, play them, make sure you are on top of your ideas for perimeter and that you have all the skills down. Alright, and today's lesson also has these lesson tutorials. You can check them out if you're still confused. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope you have a great rest of the day.